Thanks for tuning in to Merrimack TV. I'm Nicholas LaValle, the Town of Merrimack's Media Services Coordinator. We're covering tonight's matchup between the Merrimack High School Tomahawks and the Manchester Memorial Crusaders. This is girls varsity basketball. We're excited to bring this to you live on Merrimack TV. Whether you're watching us on Comcast Channel 21 in Merrimack, or if you're watching on MerrimackTV.com, or watching on a streaming device. Merrimack TV is now on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire devices by downloading Cablecast Screenweave. We're happy that you chose to join us for tonight's coverage of this exciting volleyball game. With that said, I'd like to turn this over to our volunteer play-by-play announcer, the true MVP, Merrimack's Valentine, Brian Gagnon.
Oh, we're still on that, are we, Nick?
Oh. Absolutely. I was just bringing it. It was a callback to last season.
We're bringing it full circle, right?
Yeah.
Well, welcome aboard, everybody. Our first ever volleyball broadcast here on Merrimack TV. And that was Sam Lina on the serve for Merrimack as she puts up the first point of the game. And Memorial able to get one right back there. We have a 1-1 score to start out our first game, best of 5, tonight here from the H. Dana Taylor Gymnasium. Glad you could join us. As number 4, Sophia Valancourt on the serve for Memorial. Valancourt puts it up. Kill attempt there for Memorial, no good. And nice little bump play there. Merrimack able to keep it up. And they're going to say that was more than 3 hits. It'll be the point to Memorial. We got a 2-1 score. Memorial with Elena Bailey, Olivia Brown, Chloe Galen, Caitlin Gustafson, Isabella Myers, and Sophia Valancourt out there. As Merrimack evens up the score at 2-2. Your starters for Merrimack tonight, Sam Lina, Julia Bradley, Lily Petroselli, Lily Marshall, Ava Page, and Kaylee Bournemouth. And this is Lily Marshall on the service for Merrimack. And a misfire there, point to Memorial. Merrimack comes into play tonight with a record of 1-2 on the season. Number 3, Isabella Collier, into the game for Memorial. Bailey on the serve for the Crusaders, coming in at 0-3 tonight. And another unforced error for Merrimack. Memorial out to a quick 4-2 lead. And we got a sub. It'll be Mia Mantini into the game for Merrimack, replacing Lily Marshall. Bailey on the serve for Memorial. As we mentioned, 0-3 coming into tonight's contest. They've had a rough go of it to start the season. And a big spike right there for number 9, Lily Petroselli for Merrimack. Gets it to a 4-3 game. We play game to 25 here tonight. Well, good attempt by number 27, Caitlin Gustafson, to try to keep that in play. But Merrimack gets the point. It's 4-4. And we'll see Lily Petroselli here on the serve. She'll serve one into the net. 5-4 Memorial early in this first game. Another substitution. This is Liliana Boussier into the game for Memorial. And she'll replace Gustafson, who took a pretty good fall there, attempting to save that ball. It's a good hard serve by Chloe Gallion, and Merrimack can't control it. Another point to Memorial. They're off to a good start here tonight. Merrimack last played on Friday against Pinkerton, and they lost 3-0 in that match. looking to rebound from that one. Nice little scoop there by Lina, but Memorial able to recover. And this time they knock it out of bounds. It'll be a point to Merrimack. Well, here's a friend of Merrimack TV from our basketball broadcast, Kaylee Bournemouth on the service. And Bournemouth gets the point for Merrimack.
I thought that one was coming our way, Brian.
I thought so too. Kaylee, of course, a key member of the girls basketball team. You see her during the winter. And Memorial, a little confusion there on that one. And another point to Merrimack. They take the lead.
You may recognize Brian's voice from the basketball games. Brian was Merrimack TV's volunteer for both the boys and girls varsity games. We covered their entire home season last year. I guess earlier this year, I should say.
Yes.
Last school year. Brian, you did a great job with that. You did a fantastic job. We were very fortunate at Merrimack TV to have folks like Brian volunteer their time. Also, Andy Berkeley, and of course our friends Dave and Ralph, who do the football games. Andy Berkeley did the hockey games. If you're watching this and you want to get involved, please send me or Justin Slez an email. Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov. We're always looking for an extra set of hands to cover these games. And definitely play-by-play skills that Brian has. If you have them or you want to get involved for other sports, please reach out. Or maybe Brian wants an evening off. Maybe you could sub for him. That'd be fantastic. Once again, just message us, Merrimack TV at merrimacknh.gov, or just visit merrimacktv.com.
This is Isabella Mears for Memorial. Little scoop play there by Eva Page, rather. Good play by Lina. Memorial trying to get it over. They do. And they're going to say she hit it twice. So double hit, illegal. And the point will go to Merrimack. They lead 9-7. Number 10, Lily Marshall back into the game for Mia Mantini. Good hard serve by Julia Bradley. And a big tip by Isabella Collier. Merrimack able to get it back over. Memorial gets it back over. They're setting up Bradley. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Page. And the point will go to Merrimack. Not sure what the call was there. I'm a little less familiar with volleyball than I am with basketball, but we're giving this a try tonight. And an ace right there for Julia Bradley. Nick, I do have extensive volleyball experience, as you know.
Well, I'm from what you had told me earlier. You were the superstar in your junior high school team, right?
I mean, club co-ed volleyball, Nick.
Right.
Okay. It's 8th and 9th grade. It's that's the extent of my volleyball experience. But nonetheless, Merrimack out to a early 11-7 lead in game number 1. We're playing best of 5. Merrimack has struggled in their 2 losses this year, losing all 3 sets to both Hollis, Brookline, and Pinkerton. But to be fair, those are some very difficult opponents, and they got a tough early schedule. Merrimack won last Wednesday here against Keene, 3-2. So they've won 2 of their 11 games played so far this season. Memorial's still looking for their first win in a set this year. Bradley drives one into the net, and it'll be a point to Memorial, rather. And Olivia Brown enters the game, re-enters, and she will serve for Memorial. The Crusaders down by 3. Lily Marshall gets the kill. And It is 12-8 Merrimack.
This Thursday, we'll be covering the girls' varsity soccer team playing their home opener. I think it's their home opener. It's at least their first game on the field here at Merrimack High School. That I know for sure.
Another point for the Tomahawks as the Crusaders could not control it. Of course, we have football on Friday night as well, I believe.
Football this Friday night. We'll be playing Nashua South.
Nashua South on Friday. If you missed the epic game on Friday night between Merrimack and North, you missed a good one.
You can catch the replay if you go to Merrimack TV's YouTube channel. We posted it in our Merrimack TV Sports playlist. Nashua ETV covered the game. I want to give a big shout out to our friend Pete Johnson at Nashua ETV. He also borrowed our play-by-play announcer Dave for the night too.
It's a good play by Jenna Bouchard to dig up a tough serve. And Memorial able to get it over. And a nice dig there from Memorial on the kill attempt by Marshall. Excellent effort by Emily Winefield, the libero tonight for Merrimack. Don't ask me what a libero is, but she is the libero wearing the different colored jersey. From what I understand, they play the back row, and the back row only. And another point to Memorial as it's knocked out of bounds by Petroselli.
This Thursday, Merrimack High School girls varsity soccer will be playing Dover, the Green Wave. That's their mascot. The Green Wave. That's going to happen at 4:30. You can watch it the same way that you're watching this game. Channel 21 in Merrimack or merrimacktv.com, or on streaming devices by downloading Cablecast ScreenRead.
Well, that's a big kill there for Gallion. Chloe Gallion for Memorial, the senior. She's had some nice points here, and they get Memorial right back into the game. It's 13-12 here in game number 1, best of 5. Oh, an unlucky break from Memorial and a nice break from Merrimack as that hit the top of the net and just kind of tipped down a little bit. And the point to the Tomahawks. Sam Lana on the serve for Merrimack. Beautiful serve and gets the point. (15-12) in favor of the Tomahawks. Lina retains the serve. Another good hard serve. Collier blocked by number 9, Lily Petroselli. What a nice play by Petroselli. She is 5'11", the sophomore. Second-year starter as well for Merrimack. And they have run off a string here of 4 in a row with Lina as the server. And Memorial wants to talk this over. We're about about midway through this first game. 17-12 is our score, and the Tomahawks out in front. We thank you for joining us as always here on Merrimack TV, and we're thrilled to be covering some fall sports this year. You know, we're adding to our fall sports schedule. A little volleyball, a little bit of soccer, doing football for the second straight year. And always great to provide these games for the community.
Absolutely, and if you want to see the rest of our fall sports coverage calendar, you can do so by visiting merrimacktv.com. But even more special, Brian, I was telling you about this earlier. If you go to the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media's website, that's nhccm.org/network, you can see a number of different stations that cover high school sports in New Hampshire. So our colleagues at other access stations like National ETV or Bedford TV, Salem Education TV, you can see all of the games that they're covering. So if Merrimack's playing Nashua, and Nashua ETV is covering it. That's how you can find out how you can watch the Merrimack's away game coverage. It's just an excellent resource. So check out nhccm.org/network to see where Merrimack's away games may be covered. And you'll also find our 10 regular season games that we're covering as well, Brian.
That's 5 points in a row for Sam Lina. And so what a shot there by Petrocelli. Just out of bounds, though, and the point to Memorial. That was a great run by Lina, the setter. 18-14 our score. Memorial trying to get back in this first game. And a miscommunication there for the Tomahawks. Another point to Memorial. They've reeled off 3 straight now to get this match back within 3, or this particular game. And that serve will go into the net for Memorial for the 19-15 game. And Mantini will re-enter the game for Merrimack. And she will get the service. Good hard serve. And a nice spike there for Isabella Mears off the outside, right through the Merrimack defense. And Memorial gets the service back. This is number 3, Isabel Collier. How many times am I going to go Isabella tonight?
I should point out that Brian's just learning everyone's names right now, but he is a professional. He showed up early, took a look at the roster, double-checked with me to check pronunciations of our student athletes' names, checked with the coach. Brian's the man. We're so lucky to have him. That's why he's Merrimack's Valentine. Brian's probably going to chew me out after the game today.
Oh, no.
Quit calling me that. It's
Never.
a little inside joke for those that watched us cover basketball last season. We had a Valentine's Day game here, and
pull up the one of the February games from last year on YouTube, and you may.
I declared you Merrimack's Valentine.
Yes.
And Ralph, who does our football games, I think he likes to refer to himself as the voice of the Tomahawks, and I don't challenge him on that. We love Ralph.
Oh, Ralph's a good guy.
You're watching Merrimack TV. It's happening.
Boy, I'll tell you, great first set put together here by Memorial, a team that's really struggled this year. And they're giving Merrimack everything they can handle right now with a 2018 score. Make it 2019. So for our viewers that are not familiar with volleyball, you do have to win the game by 2 points. So this could be one of those types of games here. Not just a game to 25, but you got to win by 2. And we got a close one here in game 1 as the Tomahawks lead 2019, and they'll take a timeout here to sort of get things back together. We mentioned Merrimack held serve, so to speak, last week here on home court. They beat Keene 3-2. That's their only win of the season thus far. Still very early. But when you got to face the runner-up in last year's tournament, Hollis Brookline, right out of the gate, and then you got to go to Pinkerton. Schedule not doing you much favors early. Pinkerton always very strong. And for Memorial, we have number 2, Chloe Gallion on the serve. She's played a nice first game for the Crusaders. Off the outside, Julia Bradley with the kill, and Merrimack with a 21-19 lead. That was textbook. That was a perfect setup on the outside. Bradley found the spot where they were and drilled it home. Here's KB, Kaylee Bournemouth. And she misfires. Point to Memorial. We got a 21-20 game. Turning out to be a very good, very competitive first game.
The next volleyball game that Merrimack TV will be covering will be on Monday, September 27th. That'll be the second and likely the last volleyball game we cover. We haven't set our playoff schedule yet. We'll do our if the Merrimack team that we're covering now makes it into the playoffs, we'll do our absolute best to cover whichever playoff games we can. To stay connected with us, follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Just find us at Merrimack TV.
And now we got a tie game, folks. Isabella Mears on the service for Memorial. And a little tip by number 12, Eva Page, the senior. And a big point for Merrimack. It is 22-21. So it's going to be up to Julia Bradley here. See if she can reel off 3 in a row and get the win for Merrimack. Bradley, great serve. There's one, 23-22, or 23-21 rather. Merrimack 2 points away here from taking the first game. Bradley, great serve, just inside the line, and it's 24-21. Game point here for Merrimack. Is it like tennis, game point? We'll call it game point. Bradley, nice serve. Just over the net, and we're going to say, the Memorial hit the net, and the point goes to Merrimack, and they take the first game, 25-21. So a bit of a scare put into the Tomahawks here by these feisty Crusaders. Nice job by Memorial in that first game to make it interesting. And Merrimack takes game number 1, 25-21. Game 2 will get underway here in approximately 2.5 minutes. And we have... just a reminder, we have soccer for you on Thursday, girls soccer. Merrimack versus Dover.
Thursday at 4:30.
And be sure to tune in for that one. And, of course, football Friday night. And, I'll be in the half purple, half blue again Friday night. South against Merrimack. My son always jokes with me, we'll go to those football games almost all the time. And who are you rooting for tonight, Dad?
That's right, because you're torn.
Because
you're an alum to Nashua High School.
Yep.
Well, I actually live in the neighborhood of Memorial High School. I'm a Manchester guy, so I'm watching these Crusaders versus the Tomahawks tonight. But I got to say, I'm Merrimack's media guy, so it's like I got to cheer on Merrimack.
You got it.
But I see no losers here. I see only winners. So this is a good time for sure.
Yeah. And really a great set by the Crusaders. You could give them a lot of credit. They came in here, still having not won a game this year, and they come in here and really give Merrimack a good game that first game. Isabel Collier and Chloe Gallium, those were the two that really stood out for me from Memorial. A couple of great points played by Gallion in that first game. But really the turning point, Sam Lina for Merrimack, just reeling off 5 points in a row. She did a great job for the Tomahawks. That really turned around the set for Merrimack. So Memorial will try to even things up here in game number 2, starting shortly. And we'll
if you're watching today's... We're live on TV right now.
Live right now, yep.
Go to merrimack.tv.com. All the information is there. Sorry about that. Just letting folks in-house know how to watch Merrimack TV.
Actually, that's the Memorial coach.
Okay.
Yep. Which is good.
Sorry, I barked over you, Brian.
Oh, no problem. So we have game 2 about to get underway here. For Merrimack, it will be Mantini. She's the libero. And it will be Gianna Maglio, number 9, Lily Petrucelli. Well, let's see. A little confusion out there.
If you're watching today's game, we'd love to hear from you. Find Merrimack TV on Twitter or find us on Facebook. Respond to our most recent tweet or comment under our most recent Facebook post. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching, and how you're watching, whether that's a streaming device or the cable channel. We want to hear from you. We'll give you a shout out.
So it will be actually Mantini, Petrucelli, Bournemouth, Alina, Page, and Bradley out there for Merrimack. And Memorial's first serve is a little bit long. So the first point of game 2 goes to the Tomahawks. And here is Sam Lina with the first serve for Merrimack. Right on the line. Good keep right there by Mears. And that one's hit long out of bounds, and it will be Memorial service.
Brian, we had quite the audience for our football home opener on Merrimack TV. We had viewers in Melbourne Beach, Florida, several different areas of Texas, Chicago. People were tuning in from all over the country, cheering on both the Tomahawks and the Londonderry Lancers. So if you're watching today's volleyball game, whether you're cheering for our Tomahawks or your Crusaders, we'd love to hear from you. Find us on social media, Twitter, Merrimack TV, or find us on Facebook and respond to our most recent post. Give us a follow while you're there.
We love interacting with our fans here.
Absolutely.
On the broadcast. Oh, another big serve by Julia Bradley. And Merrimack out to a 3-1 lead in game 2. And unfortunately, number 22, Elena Bailey, took a pretty big shot there from that serve. Right in the head. She's going to take a minute to get a breather. That's a serve I wouldn't want to get in front of. As Bradley gets her second point off the service. Merrimack pulling away here. They're up 4-1 in game 2. And an ace for Bradley. And she is on a roll. And Memorial wants a timeout.
I know Merrimack High School's own Carolyn Ann Masterson says, "Let's go, Lady Tomahawks." She has several emojis on there, a blue and white heart emoji and a volleyball emoji. Always nice to hear from you, Carolyn. Thanks for watching Merrimack TV. She watches all the sports. She's a big Tomahawks fan. I think the biggest Tomahawks fans are probably your two children and Carolyn Masterson.
Absolutely.
And I'm forgetting our friend. Who does the flame emojis.
Oh, Jessica.
Jessica Tate.
Yes.
She might be the biggest Merrimack Tomahawks fan.
I think Lydia and Lucas might give them a run for their money, as they came to join us today as well here in the stands.
I see them in the stands. Maybe we'll get a shot of them the next break here.
Oh, what a serve by Bradley. She actually missed that one in almost like a knuckleball there. That thing was spinning all over the place, and Chloe Gallion there hit it right into the net, but I'm surprised she got anything on that. That ball was knuckling everywhere, and Bradley got away with one there.
Oh.
And another big point for Bradley. That's 5 in a row for her. And Merrimack up 7-1. They got a couple of strong servers. Bradley looking to make it 6 in a row here for Merrimack. And she does. And they are on a roll. Bradley is a sophomore. New to the varsity team this year, and got a couple years of her. You get 2 more years of Lily Petroselli, 2 more years of Sam Lina. I mean, future's pretty bright on this team right now from Merrimack. Another point for Bradley. This is quite a run. And Lily Marshall, also a junior. And another one for Bradley, off the top of the net this time. And Merrimack just running away with the second game, courtesy of Julia Bradley here with 7 straight points off the serve. And she'll drill that one into the net, and a point for Memorial. So what a run for the sophomore Julia Bradley. And Merrimack leads it 10-2. Into the game for Memorial, Liliana Boussier. Gallion on the serve, and she'll knock it out of bounds. 11-2 Merrimack. The Tomahawks really dominating this second game, responding to a tough first game, and a little tip by KB. And you can tell she's a basketball player, did a little follow through there after the tip. A little swish. So 12-2, and on the serve will be Eva Page. Nice play by Memorial. And Maglio couldn't save that one. And the point will go to Memorial and the service. It's Olivia Brown in the libero shirt for Memorial. Good set. Maglio just in on the line right there. And a point for Merrimack. 13-3 in game number 2. And we have a substitution for Merrimack. This is Harley 2-foot into the game, another sophomore. She's going to give Sam Lina a break. Harley, her first year on the varsity. Tipped by number 5, Liliana Boussier, but she hit the net. And now we will see Kaylee Bormuth on the serve. Maglio tips it over, and it's kept alive by Memorial. Oh, nice play by number 3, Isabel Collier. And Memorial gets the point, 14-4. Bournemouth's going to take a seat, and we see number 2, Jenna Bouchard, into the game for Merrimack. 14-4 in this second game, best out of 5. Merrimack trying to get to 2-2 on this young season. Memorial looking for its first win. And how about a point there for number 7, Olivia Brown. And it looks like we got a stoppage in play here. A little confusion on the Merrimack side about some positions, it looks like. And Brown's serve is out of bounds. 15-5. Well, they had originally said she was in the libero shirt, but I believe that is Tori DeRosa. We'll get this right eventually. And for Merrimack, it will be number 9, Lily Petrucelli on the serve. Eva Page will come out. And it'll be a front line of Maglio, Bradley, and 2-foot. And a point for Petrucelli on the serve. Merrimack dominating this second game. I think they needed that first game to wake up a little bit. Memorial certainly woke them up in that one, and that's a long serve for Petrucelli. Point to Memorial. All right, and a couple more substitutions for the Crusaders. Kaylin Gustafson will serve for the Crusaders. Long serve kept alive by Bouchard. Merrimack able to get it over. Nice job by Maglio and 2-foot there. 2-foot puts it up for Maglio. And the point to the Tomahawks. As the block by Gallium went right back into the net. Mia Mantini for Merrimack on the service. They get a comfortable 11-point lead in game 2. And that will be 3 hits for Manchester Memorial. Mantini is a junior, also her first year on varsity. And that ball was up into the ceiling. The point goes to Merrimack. 19-6 is our score. Mantini looking to get her 3rd point in a row here. Memorial able to get it over. Petrucelli keeps it alive for Merrimack, but they hit it into the net. It'll be a point to Memorial, and they'll get the service. So glad you could join us tonight here on Merrimack TV for our first volleyball broadcast.
First volleyball broadcast, and this Thursday we'll be bringing you first girls varsity soccer game at 4:30. And Friday, of course, we'll have the Merrimack High School Tomahawks taking on Nashua's Purple Panthers. Is it Purple Panthers?
The Purple Panthers, yes, sir.
Some varsity football action right here at Merrimack High School. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining us. Follow us at facebook.com/MerrimackTV or Twitter at MerrimackTV. We've also got a YouTube channel. Could be watching this replay right on YouTube. While you're here watching, how about you click subscribe? Turn on those notifications so whenever we upload a new game, you're notified.
I'm a subscriber, Nick.
I know you are.
I love it. You guys run a first-class organization at Merrimack TV.
Well, I like to hear that. Justin and I will take the compliments all day, every day. But it's a lot of work, and we have a lot of great colleagues. We are a member station of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media. So we like working with the other access centers. It's been we're just a couple weeks into this fall sports season, and it's been really awesome to be able to share feeds with Nashua, take a look at that NHCCM network calendar, see the other games that are being covered, see everyone's production values, slightly different production values, learning some things. We're very lucky to have such a strong community media presence here in the state of New Hampshire. There's so many towns and cities that are member stations of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media.
Well, Merrimack has increased its lead to 24-8 here in game 2, and
so one more point, and it looks like Merrimack will take this set.
Game.
Did I say that right, Brian?
I think I think so. That's it. We'll go with game point again here for Merrimack. Chance to go up 2-0 in this best-of-5 match. And they will. So a 25-8 win in set number 2 for Merrimack. And they lead it 2-0 in this match tonight. And they are a game away from getting their second win of the season, this young volleyball season. Another thing, great to have fans back in the building. You know, just a lot more energy here. Kind of weird last year with basketball, with just having the parents. You know, it was kind of interesting, but where having the fans here, it's just tremendous. A lot more energy in the building, and I'm looking forward to the basketball games this year, where we're going to have so many more fans, and the students will be back, and this building's going to be rocking for those games this year. We do still have some of the COVID restrictions. Obviously, all of the players are masked up. We're also masked up here. Definitely a requirement in the stands as well. All the fans are masked up, but we do not have the capacity restrictions that we had last season. So definitely great to see everybody back here. See the fans back at the football games, and it just so much better, so much better to have it. Well, we have a 2-0 lead for the Merrimack Tomahawks over the Manchester Memorial Crusaders tonight. Our next volleyball broadcast, we'll have a second one for you this year, and that will be in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, it will be right here against the Crimson Tide of Concord. And Concord already played this Memorial team earlier this year. Got a 3-0 win against them. So I think we're going to have a real good matchup between Merrimack and Concord here. That'll be in 2 weeks on September the 27th, right here on Merrimack TV. Your community, your voice. Got about 20 seconds left until the start of game number 3 here in Merrimack. And it will be on the floor. Lina, Bradley, Petroselli, Bournemouth, and I can't see the other two. We'll let you know in just a moment. Looks like Page and Marshall as well. Yes. And it looks like the Crusaders just had a meeting in the hallway, so I imagine that might have been a spirited discussion. 25-8.
Our apologies if you're just joining us. We accidentally had switched Friday night's football game at 6 o'clock. So that's what you were watching from about 6 o'clock to about 6:02. Fortunately, there wasn't a game in play at that moment. So
that's pretty good. You just missed me yammering for 2 minutes.
That's it. You just missed Brian. So our apologies. You missed absolutely nothing.
You missed 2 minutes of Brian Gagnon filler.
Yeah. But that's great. We know people are watching. So if you're watching this, we'd love to give you a shout out. Just find us on Twitter at Merrimack TV or Facebook, Merrimack TV, and let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from. How are you watching? Are you watching on the cable channel, or are you watching on our website? Let us know.
Well, Sam Lina gets the first point of game 3 for Merrimack. And a 1-0 lead for the Tomahawks. Lina with another great serve. Memorial's got to get it over. They do, and they get the point. One our score early in game 3. Merrimack can end the match with a win in this game. Memorial looking to extend it. Lina puts it up. Page puts it down. And we have a 2-1 Merrimack lead. And on the service, Julia Bradley, who had quite a run in that second game. She had 7 in a row for the Tomahawks, including several aces. How about another one? Would you call that an ace, Nick, if it hits somebody?
I think you're asking the wrong guy, Brian.
I'm going to call it an ace.
Go for it. Call it an ace. You've sent it on video. Someone can look up the answer.
If you know what an ace is, if you know what a libero is, please tweet us at Merrimack TV.
Yes.
Be happy to admit I have no clue what a libero is. I know an ace would be, if you hit it and it hits the ground, nobody touches it, absolutely. But if it hits a body, does that count as an ace? Let us know, at Merrimack TV. And that was the libero, Mia Mantini, with the point for Merrimack, and they have a 5-1 lead. Bradley, another big serve. Out of bounds, another point for Merrimack. She is just reeling off points. Bradley again. Nice dig there by Isabella Mears. Memorial gets it over. Page setting it up. And a big kill there for Lily Marshall. 7-1 our score. And Bradley just on fire right now. She's got 5 in a row for Merrimack. Make it 6. Well, she's responsible for 14 points off the serve in the last 2 games. Pretty impressive. And that one a little too low, and Memorial finally gets it back, but not before some serious damage done there. 8-2 now in favor of the Tomahawks. Got to be good to know you have servers in the lineup like Lina and Bradley, and you know you got them all of this season and the next 2 seasons. I mean, you're in a pretty good spot. Lina sets up Bournemouth, and her kill attempt was blocked. Mantini puts it up. Nice play, a little tip by Lily Marshall, and Merrimack gets it back. It's 9-2. We're going to see Eva Page on the service, and Lily Petroselli back in the game. And that one is knocked way out of bounds by Gallion. 10-2 in favor of the Tomahawks. Looking for a clean sweep here tonight of the Crusaders. Page with a little jump serve. Very well done. Another point, and I'm going to give her an ace. Just because it sounds better. Page again with that excellent jump serve. And Memorial knocks it into the net. A 12-2 game in favor of the Tomahawks. Trying to make quick work of Memorial here in this 3rd game. Just about halfway home. They can get it to 25 before Memorial. They will win the match. And we got a stoppage in play. Hey, thank you for joining us here tonight on Merrimack TV. As we have, you're watching girls volleyball, Merrimack versus Memorial. In our first ever girls volleyball contest.
Brian Gagnon, our volunteer play-by-play announcer. You're doing a heck of a job, man. Doing a heck
Thank
of a
you,
job.
sir.
You truly are the Merrimack TV MVP.
Well, I don't know about that. Ralph may have something to say about that.
I don't know if he's watching volleyball. And of course, Justin Slez, who's on media division staff, he's back at the control room. He is Merrimack's golden son.
That's right. Thank you, Justin, for
Justin helped
back
me
in the studio.
set everything up today, and he's back in the control room, making sure our live stream. He actually was pretty quick to switch the live feed back when we were preempted by that football game that we had previously had on the schedule. That was an error on our behalf. Apologies for that.
And Kaylee Bormuth with the ace. I wonder if Kaylee's relatives are watching tonight. I know they tune into the basketball broadcasts. We hear from them a lot.
We did. Do you remember where they were?
I feel like they're one of the Florida families.
So they'd definitely be in the same time zone. I wonder if
Kaylee running off some points here on her own. Ooh, just couldn't quite get it over. She was trying to drop it right over that front line and just couldn't quite get it there. But still, a couple of nice points for Kaylee. Got a 15-4 game. Game 3, best of 5. Merrimack up 2-0 in the match. Looking to finish this off here tonight, and they are about 9 points away from doing so.
Christine Cahill-Fleet says she's so excited to see volleyball covered by Merrimack TV. You're welcome, Christine. Thanks for watching today's game. Christine, let us know where you're watching from and if you're watching on our website or a streaming device. We'd love to hear from you. I'm going to assume that she's watching to cheer on the Tomahawks. That's my guess.
We got number 6, Emily Winefield, into the game. Big serve. And she'll get the point for Merrimack.
So that was Christine Fleet. Christine Cahill-Fleet. Excited to see volleyball covered by Merrimack TV. Well, we're excited that you're watching.
Right.
If you're watching and you want to shout out, just hit us up, Merrimack TV on Twitter, or find us on Facebook, Merrimack TV. Let us know how you're watching, who you're cheering for. We've got a couple of the biggest Tomahawks fans in the house right now. There's Lydia and Lucas.
There they are. Let's see if we can get them to wave. Oh, there they are.
There they are.
And, of course, my beautiful wife next to them.
Absolutely.
A
I think your daughter's dance moves were on par with mine at my brother's wedding a couple weeks ago. That was good.
So you're saying they're excellent.
She just masked up, too. She was eating a snack earlier.
Of course,
Fans are masked up here today. Brian and I are definitely masked up. That's COVID-19 protocols here at Merrimack High School.
I think that was part of my rambling while the football game was on. But nonetheless, Memorial able to get that one over. What a save by Winefield. And that one is put up and out of bounds. So I was mentioning, so great to have the fans back and the building a little more full and, see fans at the football games and The basketball games, this place is going to be rocking this year. I can't wait. And another point to Merrimack. 20-4, or 19-4 rather. A little preemptive. Weinfield on a roll here. Great serve. Memorial has to get it over on the third hit. That one might have been going out. Now Merrimack's going to get it over. And it's knocked into the ceiling by Mia Mantini. Jenna Bouchard went to go get that one. I think it might have been going out, but it was borderline. Memorial trying to make this one respectable in game 3. They had a very, very convincing game 1. And, you know, if you're Memorial, you got to build off that game and the momentum from that game. Yes, they gave Merrimack all they could handle in that first game. Petroselli drives it into the net, and a point for Memorial. You know, when you're a team, you come in, you know, a team that's had no wins, you know, you're looking for anything to build on. And that first game, it was 21-21 at one point. And got to be happy if you're Memorial with that effort. And a double hit, and they get another point back here. So it's 19-7. Yeah, good serve by number 7, Olivia Brown. Right down the line. And Mantini couldn't quite get it over the net. Merrimack by 11 in this third game. Brown hits it out. Well, they can say that was in. Got a piece of the line, according to the linesman, and he's got the best view of it. Far better than our view up here, so we'll give it to him. And Olivia Brown is also on a roll here. And a misfire there, but she got 4 points for the Crusaders. It's now 20-9, and Petroselli will take to the line now for Merrimack with a chance to potentially end this game. Good hit over the net. Page puts it up, and it was set up beautifully for Bradley. She just missed it on the kill attempt, and it is now a 20-10 game. Number 27, Kaylin Gustafson into the game. She'll take the line, and Memorial has service here. Set up for Bradley, and Bradley will knock it way out of bounds. A little too strong. And Memorial not quitting here. 20-11. It was 19-5 at one point in this third game. They're taking 6 of the last 7 points. Put it over, nice job. Mantini keeps it in. Nice tip there by 2 foot. And a nice block by Page. Returned right back by Gallion. It is going to be point to Merrimack off the line. Caught just a little bit of that. That's a big point for Merrimack. And Memorial played that one very well as well. That was a great block by Gallion on the front of the line there, or the front of the net. On Eva Page. Sam Lina hits one into the net. Memorial back within 9. It's 21-12. They haven't given up here in this third game. Trailed by as many as 14 in this third game. Bournemouth keeps it in. Mantini puts it over. Nice job by Merrimack. Gallion gets it over. Page. Point for Merrimack. And they get the 10-point lead back. Lily Marshall into the game for Winefield. And this will be Julia Bradley, 3 points away from a win. And there's one of them. How would you like to get in front of that serve? I'm not sure I could play that. That's a
Definitely not. Definitely not. I can't.
That's a powerful serve by Bradley. Just missed that one. 23-13 is our score. Memorial's got a tall task ahead of them here. 2 points away from going down in straight sets here tonight. Mantini. Nice play by Marshall, but she couldn't quite get it up over that net there, and Memorial back within 9. Number 22, Elena Bailey. Long serve into the crowd. And Merrimack is on match point. Point here will win it for the Tomahawks. Trying to make quick work of the Crusaders here tonight. And they do. Eva Page with the ace to end it for Merrimack. They come away with a 25-14 win in Game 3 and a 3-0 straight set victory here tonight against the Memorial Crusaders. Merrimack goes to 2-2 on the season, and the Crusaders drop to 0-4. Merrimack will be back in action on Wednesday. I believe they are going to be at North on Wednesday. And Memorial will take on Bedford, so it doesn't get any easier for Memorial.
I'd like to say that was a great game. Fantastic work from the Crusaders, really hanging on the end there. If our viewers from Manchester are watching, thank you so much for watching Merrimack TV, whether that's on the replay or if you had a chance to catch it live. To see more games, whether you're a Crusaders fan or a Merrimack fan or a Nashua Purple Panther fan. Who else do we play, Brian?
Oh,
Alvern Broncos?
You know, the Crimson Tide of Concord.
Absolutely. So find us on social media, Merrimack TV on Facebook, on Twitter. Also, you can see the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media's network calendar, nhccm.org/network. And you can see all the games that many of us in community media are covering. It's just a great resource, and I'm really happy to be working with my colleagues at other access stations. Once again, I'm Nicholas LaValle, the Town of Merrimack's Media Services Coordinator. Also on staff tonight is Justin Slez, our Assistant Media Services Coordinator, back at the Town Hall TV studio. If you'd like to get involved with Merrimack TV, send us an email, merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. And you've been listening to our volunteer play-by-play MVP, Brian Gagnon himself. Brian, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to say to viewers before we sign off?
No, I just want to say thank you to Nick and all the staff here at Merrimack TV. First class. You guys are awesome, and thanks for having me. Looking forward to another one in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Brian, and thank you at home for watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice.